So you're starting to do your inner spiritual work, and maybe you found Reiki or other healing modalities, you're receiving attunements, initiations, you're upping your vibe, but yet your life is blowing up in like every single area. What is going on? Like, I thought my life was supposed to get better as I started to do my healing journey. So what's up? I started my healing journey 2.5 decades ago, and I started with Reiki, and what got me there is I am a high empath, high sensitive, and I had no boundaries and didn't know where I began and someone else was, and it was just all mushed together, and it gave me severe anxiety and panic attack disorder. And so leaving my house was so painful. And I was put on meds, like these things, and I was like, okay, this is like okay for now, but this isn't sustainable. Like, I want to know what's going on, like what is creating this. And at the time, we didn't use words like empath or sensitive or any of that. And so I was just kind of fumbling through the darkness and my suffering. And I happened to be taking a class that was teaching me about the, our chakras and our aura and how to meditate and do soul retrieval and all these amazing things. And I would carpool with this woman, Marcia, and I would have to take like all of my meds to get me to walk through the door to be in this group. And then once I was in the group, I wanted to be invisible. Don't ask me any questions. Don't ask me to share. Don't even look at me, please. And with that, I got really good at cloaking myself and becoming invisible. So this one time I had taken all my meds. I'm carpooling with my friend. She had just done Reiki courses. And we pull into the driveway and I literally froze in like terror. I had taken my meds. I had done all the right things, but my meds were not working anymore. And I said to her, will you do some Reiki on me? And I didn't even know, like, where is this coming from? I didn't know what Reiki was. I didn't know what it did, but that's what came out. Will you please do the Reiki on me? And she said, she looks at me, she's like, well, it's not gonna work in like 30 seconds. And through grit teeth, I said, do the Reiki. So she drew a symbol behind my right shoulder, tapped my shoulder 3 times, and put her hand on my shoulder. And all the anxiety, this energy that I was calling anxiety, it was like up around in here, and it started to move down my body. And it moved all the way down and out the soles of my feet. And let me tell you, this was the miracle. This was the answer and the solution I was looking for. And heck yes, I started to run towards the light. I was attuned. I did all 3 levels of Reiki in like 6 months, got off all my meds. And then my life started to blow up. I ended up getting divorced. All of my friends who were kind of like party friends, they just dropped away. Everything that was not in alignment with the truth of my being. I call it the great undoing. And I couldn't seem to find a career or work that satisfied and fulfilled me. Something in my soul was like, you know what, working for someone else just isn't my thing. So I had to forge my own path. I had to make my own way. Again, relationship blew up. All my friends disappeared. And there was that limbo for a while where I was kind of just hanging out by myself. And actually, when I started to teach Reiki, I started to attract these new vibe people in my life. And a lot of them would become my friends and my community and my soul family. And so if you're starting to work with higher dimensional light and it's coming into you, you will have the great undoing. The great undoing. Everything within you, your beliefs, patterns, predispositions, conditioning, everything that you've been told that you are and that you're not, all of the lies, the inversion, the distortion, the manipulation, all of that will rise to the surface for you to see it, feel it, heal it, realign and reconfigure. And that period of reconfiguring can feel very scary. You can feel very alone and like, what the fuck am I doing and why did I even start this? All normal feelings. Hang in there because the best is yet to come. Little by little, things will start to make sense again. You will find your way, you will find your path. Don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. I had some amazing person say that to me, and it was so true. And I don't know how many times I almost gave up 5 minutes before the miracle, but something told me, sink in, hold on for dear life, and let Source lead, guide, direct, and protect you. And please know that the new friends will come, the new more soul-aligned relationship will come, the career, the what you do to, create money and abundance in your life, it will come. You may be called to move. You may be called to do things that your mind doesn't understand, like your heart is and your intuition is whispering, oh, do this, go there, pay attention to this. And your mind might not understand. So we also need to learn how to live from here instead of here. And it's a very different paradigm to live from this space when we're conditioned to live from this space. And this is very limited, and this is not. This is unlimited. The heart always knows, and the heart is always clear. The mind gets confused. The mind goes into fear. Ego constructs and strategies come up. So take it from someone who had their life blow up in pretty much every single area. And I found my way back to myself in the great undoing, and you will too. Hang in there. Keep walking, keep listening, keep paying attention, and do what you're guided to do and what your heart invites you to do.